Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with another episode of Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had the Doctor Dances. We finished up the two-parter in World War II. It was really, really good and really interesting and really creative. And now we're moving on to episode 11. Just a quick heads up, because I'm a bit pressed for time within the next couple days, which is already done and past by the time you're seeing this video. But because of that, I had to change. Normally I record these Monday morning, but I'm actually recording it Sunday morning, and I have my bowl of Fruit Loops. So I guess this is technically another episode of Eating with Alex. Sorry if you don't like that. But yeah, just kind of how things go. I'll try to keep the eating to a minimum during the reaction. So yeah. Once again, no spoilers of any kind, no being clever about it. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And let's get into episode 11.
Than human life.
Why is she back?
What, am I right in thinking you've shown your results only to me?
Just to you. No one else.
Well, he's dead.
Wise move.
Scale of it.
Bring it so we're going back to the aliens of
Structure
London.
like the British Isles has never seen before.
Guess who's back? We're in Cardiff. Oh boy, Mickey's back. Well, I actually don't mind Mickey that much. Alright, so we're back in Cardiff. Which is where episode 3 took place. Not in London, as you guys pointed out to me.
Here comes trouble. How you doing, Ricky boy?
It's Mickey.
Don't listen to him, he's winding you up.
You look fantastic.
Oh, sweet. Look at these two. How come I never get any of that?
Buy me a drink first.
Such hard work.
But worth it.
Did you manage to find it?
God, Are we keeping Captain Jack for a while? That'd be
Look, you don't
awesome.
need a passport.
I mean, I don't mind you hanging out with big ears up there.
Oi!
Look in the mirror. But this guy, I don't know. He's kind of
Handsome.
more like cheesy.
Early 21st century slang is cheesy, good or bad.
It's bad.
But bad means good, isn't that right?
You saying I'm not handsome?
We just stopped off. We need to refuel.
There's so much testosterone going around.
Running through the middle of the city. Petron, off we go.
Into time and space!
My God, have you seen yourself? You all think you're so clever, don't you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll take another 24 hours, which means we've got time to kill.
God, the four of them really have great chemistry
Probably wondering
together.
what people could do inside a small wooden box.
And okay, so this is also a follow-up to when they were in Cardiff.
So, copied the real thing. There actually was police boxes.
Yeah, on street corners. Phone for help before they had radios and mobiles.
Yeah.
If they arrested, you put a mysterious blue box slap bang in the middle of town. What do they do? Walk past it. Now stop your nagging. Let's go and
Yeah.
explore.
I'd walk past it
I
too.
don't know. Cardiff.
I don't want to go
21st
mess with
century.
someone's
The wind's
box.
coming from the
A monument to Welsh industry.
Where's Harriet
And
Jones?
yes, some of you might.
You know, of all the Slitheen, she has the most, like, shit-eating grin.
Represent the Cardiff Gazette.
I think you and I should have a word in private.
Oh. She's gonna die. Can,
He almost made it
you
seem
know,
deliberate.
instead of just taking off the skin every time,
Listen, Daytime.
could you just, like, take off the hand as, like, a club and just kill?
And you're going to praise this information. You're with child.
She feels bad.
3 months. Wasn't planned. It was an accident. Nice accident, though.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There are no mistakes,
How about
just
you?
happy little accidents.
No.
Okay then. Well, that was interesting. A Slitheen that feels remorse. Just takes it. Uh-oh.
And I was having such a nice day.
Aww. New mayor. New Cardiff. Oh, a mayor of Cardiff. Oh, now it's gonna be the 4 of them.
Little psych from the planet Rexicorical Falpatorius, masquerading as a human being zipped inside a skin suit. Okay, plan of attack.
Love to see the
Using a
bloopers
basic
for that.
5756 strategy. Sorry, awaiting orders, sir.
Right, here's the plan.
Is it the same thing?
Like you said, nice plan. Anything else?
Present arms.
Ready?
He just needs approval.
Ready?
Read dial.
Yep.
Ready?
Check.
See you in hell.
Did they suddenly all get good? Did I miss something? When did they all get good?
Just the doctor. Tell her exactly that. The doctor.
I'm gonna take you.
hang on a tick. I thought he said a lunatic.
She's climbing out the window, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. We're gonna freaking see this woman do parkour. Whoa! Captain Jack with that parkour. Mickey not with that parkour. Poor Mickey. Oh, so much fun. Ha! Freaking sonic screwdriver. I love that. Also, when was that established?
I could do this all day.
This is
Bad wolf.
But I've heard that before. Bad wolf.
Yeah.
I've heard that lots of times.
Everywhere we go, 2 words, following us.
Yeah, they've been dropping that throughout the
Bad
series.
wolf.
I haven't really mentioned
Why
that.
aren't you
But...
following us?
Nah, just a coincidence. I get in a word on the radio, then hear.
You're very quick to soak your hands in my blood. Which makes you better than me, Hal. Exactly.
Sorry about Darby, but
Long night.
Mickey killed them originally. He fired the missile.
Have a pizza or something, just you and me.
That'd be nice.
Last time they got pizza, things didn't go
And
so
I mean,
well.
if the TARDIS can't leave, go to a hotel, spend the night. I mean, if you want to, I've got some money.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, sorry.
there's a
Doing the
couple of
blind
bars
wave
around here,
thing.
we should give them a go.
Do they not have a cell
I
in the
gather
TARDIS?
it's not always like this. It wasn't funny.
So,
It's kind of funny.
it is a bit funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be a-holes together. This is an interesting episode. I'm not sure how I would feel if I was placed in that situation, but...
I was rather content. I suppose I'll see it again.
Suppose not.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Doctor.
Tell me then. A female Raxacoricophalopatorian can manufacture a poison dart within her own finger.
Yes, I did.
Whoa.
Just checking.
That was weird.
And one more thing.
The excess poison can be exhaled through the lungs.
That's better. Now then, what do you think?
Oh,
Steak looks nice.
he's so clever.
Steak and chips.
Steak and chips. Does that mean steak and fries?
The doctor
Can
took
someone
it to
translate
Japan
steak
a
and
while
chips
back. It's much
into
more
American
complex.
for me?
They
Thanks.
called it women rep. No people, no buildings, just this beach like 1,000 miles away.
I'll just assume there were 20 other
There's something
places they
happening,
went that
something
they
to do
didn't
with
show.
sun, I don't know. But the sea just frozen.
Ah,
all
Rose,
the way out to
quit
the
talking
horizon.
about your ex.
Midnight.
I'm going out with Trisha Delaney.
Mickey, don't talk about your
Right.
girlfriend.
Well, good for you. She's nice.
Well, good for you, you're
Tell us
wrong.
about this planet, then.
Alright. You both made it awkward.
Public, I can change.
I don't believe you.
So what do you want to do now?
Don't know.
You could keep her as a companion for a
Could ask
while.
about hotels.
It's got nothing to do with Trisha. This is all about me, isn't it?
You left me!
Here it goes.
It doesn't mean anything.
I spared her life.
You let one of them go, but that's nothing new. Every now and then a little victim's spared because she smiled, because he's got freckles, because they
Yeah.
begged. And that's how you live with yourself.
Doesn't
That's how you
undo what you've
slaughter
done.
millions.
The one he let go,
The family's
maybe the
to be.
Dalek.
We have no choice.
It's always gonna be the doctor, it's never me!
Mickey, shut up. I liked you. What?
It's the rift.
The TARDIS!
The rift's opening.
Oh, the rift. The TARDIS is in the middle of all that. Jeez! This is crazy, man. Oh, great. Oh, she did take off a glove.
Look inside, blonde fell fudge.
Look at the light.
What? Does it really have a soul, or is it just a really bright light?
She looked into the heart of the TARDIS. Even I don't know how strong that is.
And the ship's telepathic, like I told you, Rolf. Gets inside your head. Translates
Right.
alien languages.
Maybe
Right.
the raw energy can translate all sorts of...
Here she is.
She's an egg.
What?
Regress to a childhood.
She's an egg.
She's an egg.
She's an egg.
Oh my god, Mickey.
Forget Mickey. What? Egg? What? Okay. TARDIS can just do that stuff. Well, okay then. Is that it? Okay. Well then, that was not what I expected in the slightest. Alright. That was episode 11, Boomtown. Again, not what I expected from this episode. Pretty much as soon as... Well, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do look up the titles ahead of time, and obviously the titles are in the opening credits, so I can't really avoid them. So when I saw Boomtown, I was like, what? What does that mean? And so things started going through my head, and I didn't think of this at all. And yeah, and then when friggin' Margaret showed up, I was like, oh, okay, I guess the Slitheen are back. And I thought, well, okay, they really weren't my favorite enemies. Probably those two episodes, while I thought they were really good, they're not really high up they're not really high in the, I guess, the hierarchy of the Doctor Who episodes I've seen so far. But they were good, so I was like, okay, well, let's see what's going to happen here. But this was really good. This was really interesting. Yeah, really, really interesting. And I love that not only is this sort of, I guess, a follow-up to... it's not only a follow-up to the Slitheen episodes, but it's also a follow-up to episode 3, because they're in Cardiff, they were talking about the Rift, and they even mentioned their adventures in 1869. So, yeah, I really like that. That was cool, because that episode was episode 3, The Unquiet Dead. That's actually one of my favorites amongst these episodes. Like, that does rank pretty high for me. So, yeah. So I guess I have a couple notes I can talk about. First off is the bad day. I thought that was interesting. It was basically towards the beginning of the episode. It was right when they figured out that Margaret was the new mayor of Cardiff. And because the Doctor goes over... Because they're all... First off, the four of them are, out having lunch, and it's a lot of fun. And, they're all having fun. They all have great chemistry together. But then when the Doctor sees, new mayor, new Cardiff, or something, and sees her picture, they immediately know, oh, the Slitheen, there's something wrong. And the Doctor says, oh, and I was having a good day. That I thought was interesting, because normally the Doctor loves this sort of stuff. Anytime, I even remember back to episode 3, when the first corpse was causing havoc, at the Charles Dickens performance, and they heard a scream, he was just like, that's more like it, and stuff. Or when the spaceship first crashed in episode 4, he was all happy and giddy and stuff. And so, yeah, this is interesting that this is the first time where some sort of alien thing has disrupted the normal way of life, and he's like, oh, I was just having a good day, too. So, I thought that was interesting that he actually didn't like that something was happening. The other thing I wrote down, Dalek, because they said in that talk between Margaret and the Doctor, they said, there's always the one, occasionally you spare one, which is how, you sleep at night when you kill millions and stuff. And Margaret says, well, a murderer would know that. And at this point, the Doctor would probably understand that because of the Time War and stuff. So I'm wondering, because she was trying to make the point is like, why don't you spare me? Let me be the one you spare. And I kind of wrote down, well, he has done that before. Technically, the one he spared is the Dalek from episode 6, Dalek. So he didn't kill it. Yes, the Dalek did end its own life, but still, I thought that was interesting. So kind of, I don't know, maybe that's sort of a callback. Maybe not. Maybe there's just other people that he spared throughout the Time War or something. Next thing is the soul of the TARDIS. What even was that? I guess it's sort of just a Deus Ex Machina, but it's sort of like the sonic screwdriver, which I love the sonic screwdriver. It's like, it just does anything, doesn't it? Like, it can just, like, reverse a teleporter. So, yeah. But yeah, let's see. So, the soul of the TARDIS, that was weird. That was a little weird. That's like, well, and they kind of rationalize it by saying, well, I told you, the TARDIS is psychic. And I kind of thought, well, yeah, I guess he did say that. That does make sense. But apparently the TARDIS has a soul, and, excuse me, and it can just do anything. So that was really interesting. And the last thing I wrote in my notes was Mickey as a villain. Now, I don't think that this would come to pass, but sort of with that last shot where he was, looking, he's very angry with Rose and the Doctor. I don't think that, this is sort of, I think what they did in this is, it's more just a bad breakup. But, a couple episodes back when I kind of mentioned, like, oh, well, what if Adam becomes a villain and stuff? I could see that happening more than Mickey being a villain, but who knows? Maybe Mickey will come back as a villain. Maybe he's something to do with the Bad Wolf. I will be honest with you guys. I haven't mentioned the Bad Wolf, I guess, sort of Easter eggs in the series so far. However, when I was looking up, like, this was towards the beginning of the reactions, I was looking up, like, titles and stuff, and I was seeing, like, okay, well, how long is each series and stuff? And the one thing I got was that, the Bad Wolf is established, or something. That's, like, all it said. It establishes the Bad Wolf, or something. That's all I saw. So, I don't know. All I know is the Bad Wolf is going to be a thing, but they've kind of, I don't know, they've dropped sort of Easter eggs about it, and here they directly referenced the Bad Wolf, so it'll be interesting to see where we go with that. But yeah, I do my best to stay away from, like, spoilers and stuff. The most I know is, like, stuff that, I know stuff that happens, like, between some of the series. Like, I know about the regeneration and stuff, but that's just stuff you hear about when you hear people talk about Doctor Who. So, yeah, don't really know anything about the Bad Wolf. I just know apparently that's going to be a thing. So, yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. And yeah, really good episode, really interesting. This was not where I thought we were gonna go, but yeah, it was really interesting. And I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my dog whining. You probably can't hear that. Well, he's not doing it now, but yeah, he was kind of whining. Anyway, you don't care. Yeah, that is basically it for this episode of Doctor Who. So, yeah. I've said so, yeah, like 80 times. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Hey guys, if you want to watch more of my videos, I have playlists for my reactions to Doctor Who and my playthrough of The Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall, as well as another video you can check out. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching.